Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon, Geeky Sparkles, sitting this video out, and she wants you to know you need to leave Bella alone. Leave her alone, man. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about some of the backlash toward The Last of Us. Apparently the numbers aren't that great after the this very special golf episode. The show experienced a 30% drop in viewership. Now, I don't know if it's recovered since then, but it's not going very well for them. But they're talking they're going to do another season or two of the show to make sure they can get through the second game. Bella Ramsey has been the target of a lot of scorn from gamers who are like, hey, yeah, she, they, them looks nothing like Ellie from the game. Right? I mean, that's, you know, it's pretty obvious, right? But yeah, I don't, here's the thing. I don't agree with attacking somebody necessarily over their looks. She does not look the part. She does not look like the character. And also, they've been getting pretty political lately, but let's take a look at this. Everybody's like, leave her alone. Don't attack her. But that's only part of the issue. That's only part of the issue. Apparently the ratings, the viewership is not good. People are not real happy with this season of the show compared to last season. Now it is the most streamed show on HBO. I just don't know, where it places overall. I heard it's actually picking up again. Again, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it lands at the end of this season. But I know I've seen a lot of complaints from mainstream media about the direction of the show. I'm gonna be honest. I've watched a little bit of this season. I don't care. The game was ass, and people said that this season is assier. We're going to talk about the cultural commentary, the culture war around Bella Ramsey. So, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Go out to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com. Make sure you're subscribed in case anything happens, if YouTube ever pushes the nuke button on our channel, which, laugh now, but you know what? The way things are going with social media, it's very possible that someday you will not be able to find us. I'm just saying. I think that day's going to come sooner rather than later. There's definitely some stuff going on with YouTube, and I think I have a members only podcast. I need to post that, kind of addressing it. But it's not looking good for individual creators over here. I don't think. I think YouTube is going to shift into being more of a corporate thing. But just a hunch I have. Let's talk about this anyway. So yeah, apparently Bella Ramsey deleted her social media, or their social media. Can I say her? Is it her or they, them? I don't know. After facing a barrage of abuse online, with the severity of the backlash leading some to decry a more general problem within the male gaming community. I don't think it's just male gamers. I think that there are some male stands that don't play the games that are upset about the direction of the show. I think that normies are not happy with the direction of the show. Now, look, is it a normal thing to harass somebody online if you don't like a show? That's not something normal people usually do. Okay, I'm just saying they don't really care. They just stop watching, which also is happening. There's like a 30% drop in viewership, at least as of a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, so apparently they're calling her she deleted her social media. She's going to be the new Kelly Marie Tran. I guarantee you're going to hear about this like 10 years from now. Do you remember when those toxic gamers bullied her off of social media? And I'm going to be honest, like, do I believe there are some people out there that are actually bullying her? Yeah, I think some people would. I also think there are some people who are on the other side of it who are going to try to frame gamers just like they tried to frame Star Wars fans. I've seen this happen in real time where people pretending to be users from the other side of it. Like, oh, look at me. I'm Johnny MAGA Man, and I'm going to go pretend to, harass this person to frame the MAGAs because I don't like them or whatever. I've seen this happen before too. I'm not saying that's the bulk of it. I'm saying, a lot of people were kind of like, why'd you cast her? She doesn't look anything like Ellie. But, I can totally see that happening as well. That it is like a false flag type campaign. Standard has it, leave Bella Ramsey alone, you weirdos. The Last of Us review bombing is getting out of hand. So it's not about harassing her off the internet. It's about the review bombing. They're mad about the ratings. Negative audience reviews are flooding Rotten Tomatoes, complaining about one thing only. I said, yeah, I despise the casting for TV Ellie. Terrible casting for Ellie, and Bella isn't giving the same energy as Ellie in the game. They're not wrong, though. I mean, they're not wrong. Actually, the girl that plays Abby looks more like video game Ellie than this girl does. Forget the fact that the actual apocalypse is going on. Apparently, the casting is the least realistic thing about the mushroom zombie show. They always do this. They always reduce it to like. I mean, honestly, I don't think Pedro Pascal is quite Joel material either, but whatever. The practice of review bombing is where people leave negative online reviews to show their displeasure, usually at a single issue. On Rotten Tomatoes, The Last of Us Season 2 has an almost perfect critic score, but from the general public, it's now a miserable 39%. Is it? Let's see. This is season 1. Okay, so we have season 2 is, 39%. Yeah, well, people are mad. They're mad about the show. And it's not just Bella Ramsey. They're mad about the show, even though the show is kind of sort of following the game. Again, normies were not prepared for the golf scene with Joel. And a lot of people were watching this. Apparently, Pedro stands watching it for him, and he's not going to be in it very much. It's not going over well. The main complaint is the casting of Bella Ramsey as Ellie. Yeah, they wowed critics twice over. First as a cocky 14-year-old teaming up with Joel to survive in the post-apocalypse, rather, than as a terrifying 19-year-old hellbent on avenging him. But some fans of the video game, spoilers, some fans of the video game are pretty darn weird about it. They're pretty darn weird. Mostly these people cannot seem to accept that Ramsey, now 21, doesn't look exactly like Ellie from the games. Not even in the ballpark, but whatever. Well, all Pascal needed to inhabit Joel was to be rugged in a cool jacket. I don't think he's right either, honestly. Ramsey isn't considered by some internet dwellers as fragile and charming as the elfin digital version. Do we need to explain how icky it is to speculate? Oh my God. It's icky. What year was this article written in? Because this is a very 2017 article. It's icky to speculate over the relative attractiveness of a video game teen versus the actor playing a role. Well, you said she was 19. I'm just saying it's not like she's 12. It's important that Ellie looks different in this version, is it? Developers Naughty Dog got... Oh, okay. So now they're trying to... Okay. Oh my God. I can't believe they're bringing this into it. But of course they are. It's important that Ellie looks different in this version. Developers Naughty Dog got into a little bit of hot water when actor Elliot Page, then Ellen Page, realized it looked suspiciously like his pre-transition likeness had been used as the starting point for game Ellie's face model in a 2013 Reddit. AMA Page said he was frustrated that it looked like the game ripped off my likeness because they were filming motion capture performances for a different game at the time. Ellen. Yeah, maybe. Some of the review bombing comes across as homophobic. What? Is this a real person? Right. I'm really starting to get to a place now where I'm like, I can't tell if real people are writing these articles anymore, especially the ones that take these cartoonish stances. Like, this is the most 2017 article ever. Ellie's a lesbian who embarks on a romantic and sexual relationship with Dina, who is bisexual. The second season is entirely true of this arc. Yeah, again, normies weren't aware, right? Because the first game went one way, and then the second game went another way, and the second game had a lot of backlash at the time from gamers. So there's your test marketing right there. I, honest to God, thought they would pull a Walking Dead and make some deviations from the source material to maybe make it more palatable for TV audiences, but they did not do that. And now they're dealing with the blowback, and it's not just from gamers. That's the thing. It's not just from gamers. There are a lot more normies that are watching The Last of Us on TV, like a TV show. I think a lot of them not even realizing it's based on a video game. and not realizing those beats came from the video game, but they don't like what they see. I mean, it is what it is, right? It's not just gamers. Some of the armchair critics do not like this one bit. Writers added progressive themes that weren't present in the game. Not the first game, but the second one, yes. Last of Us Season 2 has been incredibly sensitive about portraying its central queer romance. Yeah, they don't have her screaming at Dina. Ramsey's also non-binary and bound their chest during filming for the first season, so some of the moaning about their casting feels like a pointed dig at their perceived lack of performing femininity, which they don't owe anyone. Oh, for fuck's sake. The Last of Us 2 game attracted similar vitriol against the character of Abby, whose muscular body type strangely angered some gamers. It's not that there aren't things to criticize about the TV adaptation, just not those things, right? Not those things. You can criticize anything except anything I feel is all about progressive values or social justice. The writers have made several important changes to the narrative, which can be jarring for fans of the game. Second season also contained a major character death, which was bound to upset show-only watchers who didn't know it was coming. There's also some valid audience dissatisfaction with some wonkiness in the portrayal of the post-apocalypse. The clothes are pretty clean and neat. Dina's hair is always perfect. Singular focus of mass negative reviews on Ramsey's appearance and performance has uncomfortable echoes of GamerGate. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go. The 2014 internet harassment campaign against video game inclusion of women and minorities. Here's where, okay. I'm telling you what they're doing. I'm telling you what these journalists are doing. They're going to repeat it enough to manifest it as truth. And this is right out of the 2017 playbook. They want you, if you Google Gamergate, they want it coming up because this is exactly how Wikipedia describes it. It's an internet harassment campaign against video games inclusion of women and minorities. That's literally all it is. Just some white gamers just sitting around one day and they just decided to get all mad and just, that nothing happened. Then they just decided to go out and just, start targeting a bunch of people for no damn reason. We don't understand what kicked it off. Nobody knows what kicked it off. All these years later, we're still trying to figure it out. So it's like, geez. Yeah, they're not good. Look, these people love Gamergate. They love Gamergate. They love to talk about Gamergate. Who is this person? India Block. Did India Block get harassed during Gamergate? Is that what's going on? India Block looks like she could be Bella Ramsey's mom. I don't know. Whatever. Look, show's losing viewers. I gotta see. Are they all about Bella Ramsey? Okay, let's just pick some at random here. I understand making changes from the source material. Please make it better. They're talking about Tommy's revenge storyline. Okay, I don't see Bella Ramsey at all. The buildup with Abby was disappointing, ultimately coming across as childish. So this one's all about Abby. Feels like the writing fell off. This isn't about her looks at all. Okay, 5 stars. I love the game and the series. The actor playing Ellie is incredible. Exceeds expectations. Okay, we have a bunch of 5 stars all of a sudden. And then we get another half star. Somebody who never watched or played the game, the show was brand new to me. I love season 1. I can't get past Bella Ramsey's acting in the second season. Acting, not her looks. Acting. Half star. This horrible, horrible screenwriting of season 2 is destroying the magic of the video game. People like the video game. This isn't just gamers who are hating on the game, so they're going to carry that over to TV. Garbage TV show. Okay. Then we have 1, 2, 3, another set of 3 5 stars. Another 1 star. Terrible season. They turned Ellie into a dumb character. She resembles nothing of the Ellie we know from the game. It's okay to change it, but they made it way worse. People said they liked the first season. So if Bella Ramsey's looks were that important to people, wouldn't they have tanked the reviews on the first season? And I don't think the first season's getting nearly as much Backlash. Let's go out and see, because I think we can debunk this pretty easily. Let's look at season 1. Okay. If it's all about Bella Ramsey, if it's all about Bella Ramsey's looks, then how come the audience score for season 1, also starring Bella Ramsey, is 86%? Could it be that season 2 is actually just dog shit and people don't like it? Could it be that their criticisms are valid? And could it be that this is going just as well as it did in video games, where The Last of Us, the first game, was a massive hit, critically acclaimed, perennial favorite game. And the second one came out and destroyed a lot of the goodwill. And now the second season is destroying a lot of the goodwill. I'm just saying, if they hated her looks that much, I don't think that it would have been 86%. And just of the first couple reviews I read, they're not saying anything about her looks. But there we go, guys. It's all just a bunch of bigots and probably Nazis, definitely GamerGaters, trying to tank this show. So this is what I love. And people are like, you're allowed to have criticism. You just can't have those criticisms. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean exactly? Tell me what I'm allowed to criticize. I would like to know the rules. Well, you can criticize everything about this movie except the screenwriting and the director and the set design and maybe the plot. Let's see. I think the music director was probably a minority too, so you can't criticize that. Yeah, you can criticize the costumes. If you criticize the costumes, that's valid criticism. But everything else is off the table because you're a Nazi bigot. Come on. This is ridiculous. Either you can criticize it all or you can't criticize it at all. Just saying. Just pick a lane, right? Stop trying to look like you're being fair, because you're not. This isn't fair. It's not fair if you're not allowed to criticize certain things about a show or a piece of media, right? Gonna wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later. For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.